Elyse, and I'm really excited to be here today. Thank you so much. I hope you're having a wonderful start to your week. And my role is a program director with the Dolphin Kids Future Ready Leaders, and we're really excited to do our first Facebook Live with the Stigma-Free Society today. So thank you so much for those who are joining. And our segment with the Stigma-Free Society is called Smart, Happy, Strong Kids. And what we're going to be doing in this program is we're going to be teaching and working with kids and parents on some tools you can use at home and at school to help keep your mind and body smart, happy, and strong. So in today's episode, what we're going to need is some pieces of paper. So if you have some pieces of paper nearby, go grab those, and we're going to be using those for our activity today. And we're also going to need a pen, a pencil. I have some markers here as well. So if you have some writing utensils nearby, we're also going to need that for our activity today. So we're going to have lots of fun in this session. Today's session is really going to focus a little bit more on our brain. And it's also going to focus on a really powerful tool called deep breathing. And it's funny because we breathe every day. But when we breathe deeply and slowly, and we really focus on our breathing, it can send a lot of amazing signals to our brain, and it can help us feel safe, calm, and relaxed. So that is our main focus for today, to have fun, but to also practice some deep breathing strategies that we're going to use throughout our Smart, Strong, Happy Kids program as well. So the first thing that we're going to do, and what we love to do in our Dolphin Kids program, is something called downtime. So what we're going to do in order to activate our brains and activate our bodies, we're going to do a little bit of movement. And just to get started off, it is Monday, end of the day, 4 o'clock. So we probably have been sitting a lot, whether in school or at home. So we're just going to get a chance to move our bodies. One of the great things about when you're moving your bodies, you're actually activating so many different areas of your brain. So I encourage everyone to stand up with me. We're all going to stand up nice and tall. Oh, awesome. And the first thing we're going to do to start activating our brains is we're going to take 10 jumping jacks. So we're going to do 10 jumping jacks together. A little bit of physical exercise is so good. It kind of helps us feel a little more energized and awake. So if you are watching from home, you can count out loud to 10 with me, and we're going to do 10 big jumping jacks together. Just make sure you're looking around and your area is safe. You have some safe space to move around, and feel free to use as much space as you possibly have. Okay, are you ready? So 10 jumping jacks to start, and you can start counting down with me now. So we're going to do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. All right, the next physical exercise we're going to do is a little running on the spot. We're going to go for 15 seconds this time, so you can count out loud with me, or you're more than welcome just to count in your head. But I want to see you run as fast as you possibly can, okay? We're really going to activate our brains today. So we're going to start now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Awesome job. Okay, the next part we're going to do just to make sure our brains are activated is we're just going to do a little stretching. So we're going to just take a big stretch up. You can take a deep breath in. You can stretch to your left. Stretch to your right. Stretch really high up in the air, kind of like you just woke out of bed. Awesome. Great. Give yourself a big bear hug. Wonderful job. Okay, you can find your way back, seating back down. And I hope that little bit of physical exercise got you a little bit more energized. I know exercise and kind of running on the spot, or even just stretching and moving around a little bit before doing an activity, is always a really great way to get your brain active and get your brain ready to try something new. All right, so the next part of what we're going to do is what I love to call emotions check-in. So one thing I always love to do at the end of a day is kind of check in with myself. and think, how am I feeling? One thing that we do throughout the day is we interact a lot with different people. We have different situations or experiences that we encounter. And one thing that's really great for our brains and our bodies is to think about how we're feeling. Because when we're able to think about how we're feeling, we're able to find out ways and strategies we can either continue to feel that way, or ways that we can help us overcome maybe emotions that don't make us feel very good at all. So, one thing that we're going to need is a piece of paper. So what I would love for you to do is first grab a piece of paper, and then on one part of your paper, you're going to draw a circle. So you can draw a circle on one side of your paper. And then right beside that circle, I would love for you to draw a line. My line's not very straight, so your drawings don't need to be perfect. But just try to draw a circle and a line. And these will make a little bit more sense in just a second. So I'll give everyone 5 more seconds just to grab your materials and draw a circle and a line. Okay, great. So one other thing you're going to need with this is a marker or a pencil or a pencil crayon, whatever you have nearby. I'm just going to grab a black marker. And we can just put our paper down. And what I would love for you to do first is check in with yourself. So we're all going to close our eyes for a second. You can take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. And I want you to ask yourself, how am I feeling today? All right, you can open your eyes. And in this circle, you're going to turn this into a face. And I want you in this circle to represent how you're feeling today. So maybe if you're feeling happy, you can draw a big smiley face. Or maybe if you're feeling a bit sad, frustrated, you can draw a face that represents those emotions as well. So think about how you're feeling, and I want you to draw it in the circle. And then I also want you to name your emotion. One really great thing is about when we're thinking about how we're feeling is that when we're able to name our emotion, we're able to tame our emotion. So we're able to think a little bit more about how we can solve that emotion or solve a problem or obstacle that we're trying to overcome. So in your circle, I want you to draw the face that represents the mood or emotion that you're feeling right now. And then I also want you to draw or name that emotion on this line. So I'll give you a few minutes just to work on that. And I'm going to draw mine as well. And first I'm going to kind of think too. You can always think a little bit about what happened in your day. What were some things that were really positive about your day? What were some things that maybe didn't go well? And no emotion is a bad emotion. So always remember that. So if you are feeling happy, that's wonderful. And if you are feeling a little bit sad, that is okay too. That is all normal to feel. You can add some details to your face too if you want to make it really detailed. Or if you want to do a quick draw, you're more than welcome to do that as well. And always feel anytime we do an activity together, if you feel you don't have enough time to finish, that is okay. You're always welcome to continue to watch this video again afterwards, or you're always welcome to continue on with the activity after we're done as well. These are always great to do at home with family or friends. So if you have any siblings or mom or dad, you want to do it with them as well, I encourage you to do so. Okay, so I drew my face, and now I'm going to give myself an emotion on the line. I'm excited to see what people create. And if you do this at home and you do create something, It'd be awesome for you to tag Stigma-Free Society either on Instagram or on Facebook. You can also tag Dolphin Kids too. We would love to see what you create during these programs. So here is my not so great drawing, but it's okay. And what I drew is a happy face, and I gave myself the emotion of excited. I am feeling very excited today to join you on Stigma-Free Society Facebook's page, and I'm really excited to continue to join you every other Monday to bring you this program. So I really love working with kids and with parents and being able to teach them these important tools that you can use at home. So I'm excited to be here and to work with everyone as well. So what I would love for you to do is you can hold up your picture, or you can look at it yourself and kind of think, how am I feeling today? And why am I feeling that way? So those are kind of two important questions to ask yourself. How are you feeling, and why are you feeling that way? And what name would you give your emotion? So if you're feeling excited, if you're feeling happy, confused, frustrated, nervous, angry, all of those emotions are emotions that we all feel. And that is kind of the topic and theme of our program today, is that we're looking a little bit deeper into why do we feel those emotions? Where do they come from? Well, there is an almond-sized shape piece in your brain. It's called the amygdala. And that is where all our emotions come from. It's called the emotion center of your brain. And that is what really triggers us to feel certain emotions. And it comes from when our amygdala is triggered from what is called our stress response. And there's 3 ways our minds and our bodies can react to certain situations that can happen. So let's say you're at school and maybe you're working on a project or something, or artwork that was on your desk, and a friend came by and accidentally knocked it off and it broke. How would that make you feel? I know I would feel probably pretty frustrated or angry, and that is our stress response kicking in. So anytime we are feeling emotions that feel like big emotions, and sometimes don't make us feel very good, it's normal. And that's actually our body signaling to our brain, hey, this doesn't feel very good, and I need to figure out a way to overcome this obstacle or get around it in some way. So our body and our brains can react in 3 different ways, and they all start with the letter F. I want you just to take a minute to think if you can guess what those things would be. All start with the letter F. All right, I'll give you the first one. So the first one, and you can remember this by freezing like a statue. So the first one is freeze. So sometimes when we face situations or obstacles that can really challenge us or make us feel uncomfortable or upset, our brain can signal our body to freeze. So everyone can freeze like a statue. So you can remember that one. And that sometimes is when we feel really worried, we feel almost stuck, and we feel like we can't kind of move or adapt to a certain challenge or obstacle that we're facing at that time. The next one is fight. So if you want to put your fists up and pretend you're fighting. That is sometimes too how our brain reacts to certain situations that happen to us. So when we want to fight, that's sometimes when we get angry, irritable, grumpy. I've been all 3 of those things, and I'm sure everyone else has. And those are signals to your brain and body that, again, hey, this isn't feeling right. I need to figure out a way to solve my problem. So we have freeze, fight, and the next one is flight. So you can get your bird wings out and pretend to fly around. And flight is sometimes when we feel distracted, we procrastinate, we feel a little bit anxious. So flight is when we try to avoid our problem. We don't want to kind of solve it in the moment. And sometimes we don't want to solve it at all. We hope it just goes away. So that is another way that your body and brain can react to that certain situation. So if you are ever feeling those moments of where you're feeling anxious, nervous, sad, confused, those are normal. And that is your freeze, fight, and flight response kicking in from your brain and signaling to your brain and to your body that, hey, I need to figure out a way to overcome this, or this isn't a situation I don't like being in. Okay, so when you are feeling those emotions, just always remember and always know that it's normal and that there's ways to overcome them. There's different strategies that we can use at home and at school that can help us overcome these strategies. And we're going to practice one of my favorite tools. We're going to do some deep breathing today. And I'm going to teach you 4 of my favorite deep breathing tools that you can use anytime. And the cool thing about deep breathing is that when you take deep belly breaths, you're signaling so many positive emotions and so many positive connections to your brain. So when we take deep belly breaths, and you can actually practice with me right now, if everyone wants to put your hands on your belly, and you take a deep breath in through your nose, and you exhale through your mouth. Hopefully you can feel that belly fill with air and expand. When you take deep breaths like that, deep belly breaths, you're signaling signals to your brain that you're calm, that you're safe, and that you're relaxed. So if you ever are in that freeze, fight, or flight response, and you want a kind of a way to help you overcome it, help you feel a little bit more calm, relaxed, and focused, so you're able to deal with your problem or obstacle, deep breathing is one of my favorite tools to use. And it's a tool that you can use on your own, and there's tons of different fun ones too that you can practice on your own as well. So we're going to learn 4 of my favorite tools today, ones that I try to do in the morning when I wake up, or even when I go to bed, before I go to bed at night. Deep breathing can help you sleep better, it can help you feel happier, it can help you feel more focused. So there's lots of benefits with deep breathing as well. So you're going to need another piece of paper, or if you want to save some paper, you can always put it on the back of your emotions check-in. You can flip the page around. And what I would love for you to do is I would love for you to divide your page into 4 different sections. So you're going to have a box number 1, a box number 2, number 3, and number 4. Okay, so this is going to be kind of your deep breathing sheet. This is where we're going to keep track of all the deep breathing exercises we do together today. Okay, and you're going to get a chance to draw and to write them down. Maybe you can even kind of tell me how you're feeling after you do these deep breathing exercises, because that's always interesting to know the difference in your mood. So maybe if at the beginning of this program you weren't feeling the best, you weren't feeling all that calm or relaxed or happy, see if your mood or your feelings or your emotions change at all while practicing these exercises. Okay, so for box number 1, one of my favorite breathing exercises, we are going to practice rainbow breathing. So this involves us all standing up. So everyone watching can stand up with me. Again, make sure you have some safe space. If you're beside someone, just make sure you're not too close. You don't want to hit them at all. So just make sure, again, you have some space around you. So the first thing you're going to do while you're deep breathing in a rainbow breathing stance is you're going to stand nice and tall with your hands by your side. And then you're going to take a deep breath in through your nose. And as you're breathing in, you're going to bring your hands above your head like a shape of a rainbow. You can give yourself a big high five at the top. And then you're going to give a chance to exhale down. Awesome job to the starting position. Okay, so everyone can try that along with me. We're going to do 3 rounds of rainbow breathing. And we're going to take a big deep breath in. Give yourself a high five at the top. Exhale down. Awesome job. We're going to do that 2 more times. So take a big deep breath up. High five at the top. Exhale down. All right, we're going to do that 1 more time. Big high five at the top. Exhale down. Awesome job. So you just took 3 rainbow breaths. So with rainbow breathing, that is one practice I like to do in the morning because you get your stretch in as well. You get a nice big stretch when you do some rainbow breathing. And it's also a really great way to move your body. And when you're standing up and you're doing deep rainbow breaths, you're actually getting tons of oxygen into your lungs, and that's sending signals to your brain, again, that you're calm and that you're relaxed. So it's a really great exercise to help you feel really relaxed. So in box number 1, I would love for you to draw a rainbow. And you can remember rainbow breathing. So if you have some markers, you can get some rainbow colors. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. And as you're kind of drawing and you're thinking about the breathing exercise, you can also think about when you could use it. It's a great one to teach friends, teachers, parents, something to do as the family. You can also think of maybe some breathing exercises you already do at home with your family too. You can always add that, an extra box, to your list after today. Okay. A couple more colors of the rainbow. All right. So in my box number 1, I drew a rainbow, and then I gave the name underneath of what it was, rainbow breathing. So you can do the same as well. So you can write down and draw what it was, and then write the name of it underneath as well. So rainbow breathing, really great tool you can use any time of the day. Tons of benefits with it as well. Okay, box number 2. We're going to be practicing what's called box breathing. In box breathing, I don't know if any of you have practiced this before, but it's a great visualization tool because you get to use your imagination and you get to kind of draw a box either in the air. You can also just do it in your mind, or you can draw it on maybe a desk, your leg, wherever it may be. But we're using a box as a really strong tool to help you kind of guide you with the amount of breaths you're going to take. And just like rainbow breathing, box breathing really helps you get a lot of oxygen into your lungs. It signals positive signals to your brain, and it really helps you feel focused and have a clear mind. So the thing about box breathing, and I'll do a demonstration and then we'll do 3 rounds together, is we're going to breathe in. So as you're pretending to do a box, you're going to use your pointer finger, and we're going to breathe in for 4 seconds. We're going to hold for 4 seconds. Hold your breath for 4 seconds. Then we're going to exhale out for 4 seconds. And then you're going to breathe out again, holding your exhale out. Okay? So it sounds a little confusing, but I'll go over it one more time again. So we're going to breathe in for 4 seconds. Hold your breath for 4 seconds. Exhale for 4 seconds, and then we're going to breathe and hold our breath and exhale out again for another 4 seconds. So I'll do one quick demonstration. If you want to bring your pointer finger, you can follow along with me. So you can start on any side of the box you'd like. I like to start on the side of the box, and we're going to breathe in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale. And hold your breath again at the bottom. Okay, so we're going to try that a couple more times. So we're going to breathe in for 4 seconds. And I like to breathe in through my nose and exhale slowly through your mouth. Okay, so let's breathe in for 4. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Awesome job. Okay, we're going to do that one more time. Breathe in for 4 seconds as you trace the side of your box. Awesome job. So that is box breathing. That one takes a little bit more practice timing it right with your breathing. So what you can do in box number 2 is you can draw a box. Simple as that. Just a square. And maybe you want to write the number 4 for 4 seconds inside. You do that as well. All right, so 2 strategies. We've got 2 more to go. The next one we're going to do is called 4-7-8 breathing. And 4-7-8 breathing, we're going to breathe in through our nose for 4 seconds. We're going to hold our breath for 7 seconds. And then we're going to exhale slowly through our mouth for 8 seconds. Sounds hard. And the holding your breath part can be a little bit tricky. So if you are feeling that it is a little bit tricky, you're more than welcome to exhale a little bit sooner if you like. Okay? But everyone sit nice and tall if you're sitting in a chair. And we're going to breathe in through our nose for 4 seconds. Hold for 7. Slowly exhale for 8. Awesome job. So breathing in for 4 seconds, holding your breath for 7 seconds, and slowly exhaling through your mouth for 8 seconds. That exercise can be a bit challenging and can take a little bit of practice, but it really helps you with your slow and controlled breathing. Sometimes when we're feeling nervous, scared, frustrated, our breathing goes really, really fast and our heart beats really, really fast. Again, those are signals from our brain to our body that, hey, something's not right. I don't feel very good. We gotta figure out the situation. So 4-7-8 breathing can really help you focus on bringing that really deep, shallow breathing back down to slow and controlled deep breathing. Okay, so in box number 3, you can just write 4-7-8 as a good remember to breathe in for 4, hold for 7, and exhale slowly for 8. Okay, and our last deep breathing exercise that we're going to be doing for today, and you will see a lot of these deep breathing exercises again in more of our Facebook Live events, is candle breathing. So this one's a great one too, a good one to use your imagination. You're going to use your pointer finger as the candle. You could even flicker it around if you like it's on fire. And what you're going to do is you're going to take a deep breath in through your nose for the magic 4 seconds. And then we're going to slowly pretend you're blowing out the candle. You can pretend it's your birthday too. If it is your birthday, happy birthday. And so we're going to take a big deep breath in through our nose and slow exhale out. Awesome. We're going to do that one more time. Big inhale in through your nose and slow exhale out. Great. Candle breathing, very simple, but your pointer finger gives you a focal point to focus on. So it helps you when you are trying to, maybe you're feeling distracted. Again, you're in that freeze, fight, or flight response, and you're feeling a bit distracted. Candle breathing and all the other breathing tools that we did today can really help you and your brain and your body kind of signal that you're calm and that you're safe and that you're relaxed. So you're able to focus a little bit more on maybe why are you feeling that way and what are some ways that you can overcome it. So here is my candle for candle breathing. So today we practice rainbow breathing, box breathing, 4-7-8 breathing, and candle breathing. You can use these at any time. And if you have any questions about rainbow breathing, any of the breathing strategies, you're more than welcome to type it into the comments or the chat box now. Happy to answer any questions you have before we end off. And again, these tools you can use anytime. Anytime, morning, in the middle of the day, before you go to bed. You can even start a breathing challenge at home with family and friends. Really kind of try to use these tools as much as you can and see how it changes your mood. So you can even go back to your emotions check-in. And if you maybe weren't feeling the best, how are you feeling now? That we did a couple deep breathing strategies. So happy to answer any questions if anyone has any questions before we end off. And we're going to be back again I'm going to be back again on December 21st. We're going to be doing a little holiday-themed gratitude activity, so I hope you can join me at 4 p.m. And I would really look forward to having you join. And again, if you do any of these activities, if you created a breathing chart to kind of go over some of the strategies. We would love to see it, so always feel that you can tag us as well. Okay, I don't see any questions, but if you do have questions, always feel free to comment on this video anytime. We're going to end off with our Dolphin Kids mantra. So I would love everyone just to, again, we can do one more deep rainbow breath. And exhale, and put your hands on your head. And we're going to say, I'm smart. So you're going to repeat after me. Then bring your hands to your heart and say, I'm happy. And then you can show me your muscles and say, I'm strong. Awesome job. Big virtual high five to everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. And I look forward to seeing you all on December 21st. Take care and have a wonderful week.